Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to search for schools that have your courses. So as you can see here, I'm already searching for schools that offer Bachelor's of Computer Science in the US. Okay, so definitely make sure to stay tuned. Go and click that subscribe button right now before I begin. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to any website that lists schools, okay? But that doesn't mean that I'm not still going to go back to the actual school to check. So here I'm going to check the schools that this website has listed. So you have University of California at Berkeley. So I'm obviously going to go there by myself and cross check. So University of California, there's plenty University of California's, and so the University of California you pick will depend on if they have your course or not. Make sure the website ends in .edu. That is the original website of the school. So I'm going to go to academics, and you can either see academic departments and programs or majors and concentrations. So I'm going to go to C and check if they actually have computer science. All right, so yes, they have computer science, yay. And then after I cross check that they have computer science, I'm going to go back and then make sure that and now I want to see what are their requirements. Do they have financial aid for me as an international student? What are the things that I need to submit to this school as an international student? Okay, so you can see that they had freshmen and international students. Some schools just don't have it separately. That doesn't matter. Just make sure to click freshman if you're coming to start at the first level. The academic profile doesn't really concern you because a lot of schools are now test optional, and those scores relate to US citizens or permanent residents. Okay, so how to apply to UC Berkeley? You can see application fee and fee waivers. You can see their admission process and what they want you to submit, their requirements. You can see all of that. Applying as a freshman, they're asking you. So you know for UC Berkeley, you're going to submit your secondary school transcript, and you're also going to submit your certificate of leaving secondary school. Language requirements. I want to click on that because I want to make sure, even though Nigeria is an English speaking country, that's our official language, I want to make sure that it's actually on the list because some schools have Nigeria as part of schools that must submit their TOEFL IELTS, while a lot of schools don't have that. Some schools have a the exempt list, so that's also another thing to look into. That's why I'm clicking that. Now I'm going to go here, letters of recommendation. I can see that the deadline is January 5th, and I can see all the things they need me to apply for. Now the application FAQs, this is very important in a lot of schools. Make sure to click on the FAQs, and a lot of questions you guys ask me, you can find them in the FAQs, like how do I log on to my application portal? How do I know this school has received? For UC Berkeley, they're going to send you an email. So how do I know if I meet these requirements? So far, English is your first language, your native language, you're good to go, and that applies to Nigeria. But if you're not from Nigeria, make sure to cross check and confirm very, very well. Now, this 69,000 is your total cost of attendance. As an international student, always look at your total cost of attendance before checking the funding that the school has for you. You can also use Google. What's the total cost of attendance for non-residents to attend this school? And you would see it. Okay, so I'm going to go to scholarships because if a school tells you, oh, we offer $14,000 scholarships, that covers only your tuition. That doesn't cover your feeding, your housing. Your total cost of attendance is 69,000. Okay, so now I'm going to look at the scholarships and see. A lot of schools would list the price, but some schools might not list the price for the amount of scholarships that they have for you, whilst most of them would list it. So now I'm just going to check. I want to see the scholarships that they have to offer. And so I'm going to go back again, and now I want to see what are the now I'm going to go to financial aid separately because all of the scholarships that I clicked on there was on the freshman section. Okay, so I want to look at the one that they have for international students because some schools have separate financial aid. Some financial aid or scholarships do not apply to you if you are an international student. So that's why it's very good to check all of these things and make sure that as an international student the same scholarships are available to you also. All right, and so I can see there they didn't list anything. So now I want to look at the merit scholarship for undergraduate students. You can see here that you have to be a citizen or a US permanent resident, so that scholarship doesn't apply to me as an international student. And now I can see that, like, yeah, UC Berkeley doesn't have any scholarship that's going to meet my total cost of attendance to come to UC Berkeley. Even though when you actually apply to the school, they might give you merit scholarships, but it's not going to cover your total cost of attendance. Okay, so to be honest, almost every school in the US gives the cost of attendance. So the cost of attendance, almost every school in the US gives the merit scholarship. So you can see that I'm back to this website now. And so in this website, I want to look at other schools also, but this is also for beginners. Obviously, these websites cannot list all of the universities that have computer science or all of the colleges that have computer science in the US. So it's not left for you to just, for me, I prefer you to just search for schools in the US, like list of universities or colleges in the US, and then you can go through it one by one. But to now shortlist it is to search schools that offer computer science. If you're a new person or you're a beginner, the good thing is you can click more or go back to another website to check. So I'm just going to click a university that I already know has full scholarships. So this is Grinnell College. So how do I know they have full scholarships? I want to check now if they have computer science, okay, before I check their financial aid. If you're a beginner, I advise you to check for financial aid first. Do they meet your full cost of need? Do they meet your total cost of attendance? Do they meet your demonstrated need? That is going to help you. So you know that once they have full funding, I just need to make sure they have my course, and then I'm good to go, and I'm going to check their requirements. Instead of you checking the course, getting happy that they have your course, and not now and now find out that they don't have funding for you. Okay, so I'm going to click apply to Grinnell. You can see here that they want you to use the common application. You can see Grinnell also has it separately, first year international students. This is something for you to check. An international student is not a US citizen or a permanent resident. Okay, so first year students, you can see if you click let's begin, you're going to see the listings. If you click application requirements, you're going to see what they need from you. Before you click all of that, make sure to click international applicants. I didn't click that here, but I am going to go there very soon. So financial aid, right? You can see here that it says that we're going to meet 100% of financial aid of every admitted student, everything, and they need you to fill the CSS profile. If you don't know what that is, I have a walkthrough video on my YouTube channel for that, and it's not free. It's $25 to fill the CSS profile per school, but there's a better alternative for you to use. So you can see the requirements here. They are requiring you to use the common application or the quest bridge. These are the optional materials. You can see that it's not compulsory to submit SAT. And international students, you can see that they're telling you that they want you to show English proficiency. And then you can see that it says here that they're going to meet 100% of your demonstrated financial need. So every single thing you need, your accommodation, your feeding, and your tuition is going to be covered by this school. So far, you're accepted. Your primary language of high school instruction, if it is English, you're good to go, which is English for us in Nigeria. So yes, good for us. I'm sorry if I'm always talking about Nigeria, but that's like where I'm from. You can also confirm for your country and apply as you see fit. So these are optional materials. You need to submit your common application. You need your official copy of transcript. This is the deadline for early decision 1, 2, and regular decision, and when you should expect your admission to come. You can see the testing. So I'm also going to look at FAQs here and check a lot of the questions you guys have for me. They are on the school's website. They are FAQs, but not every school has FAQs. Not every school is going to answer all the questions you have. Some of you have special questions. Make sure to ask them in the comment section. If they are too personal, you can send me emails. If you want me to review your essays or your documents for you, send them to me through email. My email is in the description box below. Okay, so you can see here, if you don't apply for financial aid your first year, you cannot get it in your other years. All right, so don't apply then wait to get into the school before you apply for financial aid. You will not be given, you would be given merit scholarships, but financial aid, that is the one that's going to meet your full cost of attendance, you will not be given that. So in case you apply to other schools like Grinnell, will they match if you have a larger financial aid offer? No, they are not. They're going to give you exactly what they can offer you. So this is the alternative. You fill the ISFA. So the ISFA is the International Student Financial Aid Application. A lot of times you hear me saying ISFA or ISAFA. That is what I mean. You don't need the application fee. You can see they are giving you specific instructions to upload this to your status page. So you must have applied to the school before you submit the ISFA. So you don't have to wait for admission. Just make sure you've applied for the ISFA or submit your ISFA. Now I've gone back to check majors, and I want to see that it's computer science. You can see in UC Berkeley it was saying academic departments and programs, But in Grinnell, it says majors and concentrations.